somebody needs to say it. I'm sorry. And it's going to be us. Shit that doesn't matter, but matters way too much. That's this podcast.
TG60.
TG60.
Oh, what an offensive line episode.
Hey, in the stands.
The wiggle fingers.
Dude,
Come on.
60s couldn't be an uglier number. 60.
You know what's funny, though, is, and this is very our pod, and we've kind of hit on it, is you give me 60 in football, and you're like, oh, man, that guy's a hog. You give me 60 in baseball, you're like, this guy is a complete psycho.
Yeah. But 60 in baseball, like, who? I can't even think of a 60 in baseball right now. Who's right?
I can't either. That's what I'm saying. I can't either. It's like some middle long relief pitcher out of the pen, you know, who wears the same underwear jockstrap every game and who hasn't shaved in like 3 years.
Baseball numbers don't really go over like 40, do they? I can't, like, baseball numbers seem irrelevant to me for some reason because they don't really need them, do they?
You need them. I think. Yeah.
Like, I don't know why, like, baseball numbers aren't registering for me for some reason, except for wasn't Randy Johnson something weird? 51?
51. Yeah, dude.
Dude, it's hockey players too that just have some random ass high numbers.
Oh yeah. And their last name is like Tumsgakash.
You're right. That's like 94 vowels in it, and he's number 82. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on here, but I like it.
Either 94 vowels or literally one vowel with 94 letters. And somehow, like, that's just a collection of random letters from the alphabet.
Dude, what? Yeah.
Tumsaction.
Who fell asleep on their keyboard trying to, like, creating a hockey player?
Back then on Ellis Island, when people were coming over or whatever, the guy just fell asleep and just scribbled.
Ellis Island.
Put shit together.
I was thinking about that for when I was grading all those uniforms, those city uniforms in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like the Mavs came up, and I was just thinking about Luka Doncic being number 77. Like,
yeah. Well, that's what I was about to say. Is a basketball player number 67.
Oh my God, give me all that. Give me everything.
That guy's coming in to use up all his fouls.
Hey, you got 5. You got 5. Use them.
That dude is the enforcer.
Bro, my dad always used to say that to me. He's like, you got 5 of them.
Dude, my dad would say that shit to me about strikes when I was up at bat.
Nah.
Hey, man, they get you with the good one on the outside corner? It's all right. That's why they give you 2 more. That's you just protect with 2 strikes.
God, man. I could not play baseball. I'd be so weird at the plate. I'd be in my head about it.
Right. You wouldn't even be thinking. You would have no want to or concept or thought about what pitch was coming or have an approach at all. Your only approach would be, do I look cool or like a jackass?
Yeah. Like, I wonder if they can see my crack right now. Is my ass out? That's half of that. That's like what I think about the whole entire day. I'm like, can someone see my ass right now? Are you thinking about that shit while you're at the plate, though? Are you like, all right, they'll probably do a curve right here? Like, are you like thinking about that? Or
yeah,
man, fuck it, just hit it.
No, you gotta have like an approach, you know. You'd hear that a lot from baseball coaches, right? You know, we're going up there, we're gonna put together good at bats, we're gonna have a good approach, okay? Well, they're saying that it's like you're going up there with a plan. You're not just going up there just freaking hacking at anything. Although I always felt like the people who just go up there and hack at whatever, they're always the better ones.
That would be me. Like, I don't know what's going on, bro, but just let me connect.
Just because I'd be like, you know, then I'm like, I get having a good approach, but then like I'm over analyzing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I would do that.
See, yeah, you would be that guy. You would be the guy who wouldn't pick up a bat. I had a kid, Jordan Reeser was like this. He wouldn't pick up a bat for 3 months. He would go up there with no approach, not even have batting gloves on, and he'd go like 3 for 4 with 3 doubles in a game. I'm like, Dude, I've been doing soft toss and hitting off the tee. I'm freaking thinking, okay, it's 2-1. We're gonna hit me with a outside, change up on the outer, like all that, and then he just goes up there and just freaking whack, whack. There's always those kind of kids, always.
I could, yeah, dude. That's just balling right there.
I guess so.
It's just balling.
Are we gonna have? This isn't gonna be our Thanksgiving episode, is it?
Wait, what day is it? It's the 14th. Oh, now you got me all fucked up. Hold on.
Next week is
Thanksgiving's on the 23rd. No.
Next Thursday is Thanksgiving.
No, we'll have an episode next week.
Okay, I just didn't know your schedule, and
I don't even know my schedule, so thank you for asking. Fucking
the amount of joy. So the amount of joy that it brought me though this morning. I had an early morning shift that I was doing. And so on the way to where I'm going to record and do my work, there's a Dunkin' that's like literally on. I go from point A, my house, to point B, the place where I record, and literally on that road, about halfway there, there's a Dunkin' Donuts. That's simple, in and out. I go through drive-through, get in, get out.
Yeah.
There's no one ever there because I have to get there at like 6:30 to log on. So it's great.
6:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a good time. That's a great, nobody's anywhere. And you're just like, this is my world.
Well, and that's when I have to be there. So I'm getting to Dunkin' at like 6:05.
Crazy.
Because I like to have time to really like have a coffee.
Soak in, babe. Lock in.
Exactly. And so I'm there this morning and I pull a U whenever I do this because I record on this show for like 4 hours. And so I like to have at least 2 coughs like ready to go. So I get my 2 coffees.
Perfect.
But I'm getting my wallet out. Yep. That's a thumbnail right there. Just you. I'm getting my wallet out. Right, I'm sitting there, and I turn to the drive-through, and the lady already has one of the cups, and it's a Dunkin' Christmas, and and it just gave me such like a. Because I wasn't expecting it. I was just expecting like the classic white Dunkin' cup, like give me my coffee, and I turn and there it is, and I'm like, well, freaking slap my ass and let's get jolly.
Yeah, it's time.
It really is.
I was at my mom's apartment. I don't know if I told you this, but I went from Indianapolis last week to Orlando to see my mom, and in her apartment was just a bunch of like Thanksgiving, fall, autumn, and I'm walking through and I'm like, where's the Christmas shit? Like, it's time, dog. I think you bring it out right now.
And we do. We have it fully out. Hey, are you since Chiller is ATL, are you gonna be able to decorate this year?
Oh wow, so true. I have to. I'm gonna have a little tree somewhere. The little Peanuts Charlie Brown tree. Yeah, it's going. It's going.
Christmas time is here.
Oh, what is the dude? I was listening to a Christmas song on repeat. Oh, Last Christmas.
Oh man,
I listened to that 8 times in a row last weekend when I was just like running errands.
That is these guys' espresso clubhouse. That's our Christmas song right there.
I can't get over that one.
Yeah.
Like it hits my soul, and I'm just like, God, why is it so magical, dude?
Dude, people shit on it randomly, and I hate it.
Why? How?
I don't know. You know what I am not into? I am not into the like new age Christmas music.
There's some that aren't bad, like that Ariana Grande one,
Santa Tommy.
Oh, that's a killer.
That I can get down with that. It is a fine line, but like there's a handful that are very popular that you hear all the time now. They're almost like too commercialized. Like I feel like they're not like a true Christmas song. They're like a Christmas song that is in the background of a Target commercial. Or like you know what I mean? The one that gets me is the Kelly Clarkson.
Give me a little.
The presents are here. Snow is falling and the time is there. Just one other day. Yeah. Alone on Christmas Day. Dude, that one is. I'm like, it's a Walmart commercial. They're telling me the deals of the Walmart commercial right now.
Yeah, it's not a classic, dude. It's too commercial. You're right. It's too corporate. Because imagine if they put like one of the OG Christmas bangers in the back of a Walmart commercial, you'd be like, what? Your jaw would drop. It's just the Kelly Clarkson one isn't on that level yet. It's not in that bracket.
And then it's thrown in your face so much that there's one by Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton. It's like, you make it feel like Christmas. Like, it's a commercial, dude. This is like the little like Coca-Cola short that they put on at the movie theater, or AMC short they put on at the movie theater. Like when the previews haven't started yet, but like they're playing stuff on the screen.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that. I'm like, what is this?
That's no hearty Blue Christmas by Elvis. I mean,
God, dude, Blue Christmas at like 11:45 p.m. on Christmas Day. That'll make you cry. Dude, if you're in a car by yourself too.
Oh, dude. Oh, fucking, hey, like you're in high school or college with a girl, you're dating her that you like.
I don't even say it.
Dude, I'm saying it.
I'm gonna give him my
hey. When you're in like high school or college, and you had to go over to her house for her family Christmas, and you didn't want to, deep down, and you're like, I don't even really like her, but like it's the boyfriend thing, I gotta do it. And you leave, and it's already so dark, and it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and you got so little left of Christmas.
Oh, you got like 16 minutes.
And that song plays, yeah, fucking drive off the road, dude. Oh, that's a low point.
Yeah, dude, you're thinking about your life in the car. Elvis is just cranking it, dude. You're just like,
what?
I guess so.
What a swing! What a swing in the same day. Like 11 hours earlier, couldn't be a happier person on the face of the planet.
That's
and then
true, man.
In the 12-hour time frame, you're literally crying in the car by yourself.
Dude, that's a little. Christmas might be kind of toxic, dude. That's a lot of mood swing for one day. Christmas is a red flag, dude. That's why we like it so much. You know, it's that girl.
You know,
you're like, damn, I can't stand her, but I love her.
That's why you have to start having Christmas or going to a Christmas where like on Christmas night you're just getting hammered.
Yeah, there's been
like you just don't even think about it and you miss it, and then you wake up and you're like, yeah, I was gonna be miserable anyways. I might as well be hungover. Is
there a silver lining on the 26th? I know we just talk about this. I can't stop. Like, is there, on the 26th you wake up, like, what's the one thing you're like, well, at least.
For me, it's two things. For me, it's, well, like, now I get to, I have this cool new sweatshirt that I get to wear, and I get to wear these new shoes, and oh yeah, we got a gift card. Fuck it, going to a restaurant. And then secondly, I got a lot of shit for this last year, but I just feel like that's a day I'm never doing anything, and it's the day that my family, my wife, is like everyone in my life at least is so down to just like be a complete piece of shit. And so it's like
that.
Whatever, like I'll throw a random bowl game on, like I'll start trying to figure out what the next thing to look forward to is. Like maybe someone's having a New Year's party that I'm not going to go to, but like we can talk about it.
Yeah. Then you got that, you kind of feel like you need to be productive for some reason. Then you call your friend or you're like talking to somebody and they're like, dude, shut the fuck up. It's Christmas. They're still giving you that.
Yeah, you can still get away with that a little bit.
Christmas, dude. It's Christmas till the 1st, dude. Just stop. Yeah, I love that. I need that in my life.
That is something for sure.
Christmas. Come on.
Can we talk about how this upcoming weekend though is top 3 weekend on the calendar year?
Top 3. Yeah, this is a special one. And we're just glossing over it with all this Christmas talk.
That's what I'm saying. The weekend before Thanksgiving is a heater.
Wait. No. Yeah, explain why.
Because you get to that Friday, Saturday, and you're already thinking about like, okay, it's the weekend right now, but guess what? We really only have Monday, Tuesday of the upcoming week.
And that doesn't even count.
No one, and Wednesday,
Bye.
no one's doing shit. Slap my ass all the way to hell.
Oh, keep smacking harder.
And then you're like, and it always works out too, dude. I swear to God. The powers that be at the Shield, they must know because it always works out to where there's just some fucking awesome NFL games that weekend. Like, I can't remember who plays Sunday night, but Monday night is the fucking Chiefs and Eagles.
Oh, dude, they have to do that on purpose, right?
So it's like, it's Monday of the fakest week all year. Thanksgiving's coming up. I'm gonna be watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade soon. Oh, by the way, I get to watch the literal Super Bowl on this fake ass week.
That's a baller game. I like accidentally watched Monday Night Football last night, and I saw like,
oh yeah, fucking yeah, accidentally.
It was fun. I was watching it with my mom, and I was like, "We don't have to watch this," and she was like, "I don't really care," and I was like, "All right, let's get it." So I went to sleep with Monday Night Football on, dude. I haven't done it in so long. It was like porn.
Hey, because it's Buffalo and it's cold, and like that pan to the crowd.
Yeah,
and, there's the one.
For some reason, I love like Buffalo's stadium. I don't know why.
I like the camera angle.
And like it feels like it's old, but it's not old. It just feels like it's been around forever.
It has, but I love the camera angle of Buffalo because you're there. Like you're almost field level. It's kind of a wide view. Like you feel like you're right in it. There's some of those stadiums like Denver. I don't ever want to watch a game in Denver ever.
Dude, this is shit that's never talked about. The camera angles. Buffalo is like, I'm on the sideline.
Honestly, the Colts is kind of shitty too.
Yeah, it is. I don't like it. I don't really like the Colts stadium. Hot take.
Their press box and the camera and everything is so high that it rubs me the wrong way. But Buffalo is great. Denver, like I said,
old stadium.
Yeah. You feel on top of it, especially when it's cold because there's always those dudes with no shirt and a sock cap beanie on, and it's like, oh, it's that time. Random Santa Claus in the crowd.
Fuck yeah, dude. Snowball fights in the crowd. You show me that, dude.
Yep.
I love it. Buffalo kind of seems like a college stadium almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what gets me. Like I used to play at Buffalo on Madden. I'd be like, where is this?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
they're getting a new stadium, which is going to be like.
I kind of don't like it when teams get new stadiums. They're like too like advanced.
Yeah,
I'm like, just give me a fucking gridiron, baby.
Can we revert back to Three Rivers?
Oh,
just a circle stadium.
That's us being old heads, but like it is. But they do like go hard. They go harder. Like RCA Dome, dude.
It's perfect because in that era, in that time, everybody was like, yeah, it's just like a place where people gather to watch ball. Yeah. Now they design them for, it's like, well, how are we going to fit Taylor Swift here and her concert? Oh yeah, the Colts play here too. Like they make it a multifaceted thing, business, get it, whatever. But like back in the day, it was like, oh yeah, just make it fucking round where everybody can stand and watch the damn game.
Oh, it was so perfect, so loud. They didn't think about acoustics for a second when they built those stadiums. They're just like, I don't know. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, the concerts weren't happening in the stadium. They were happening outside. Because the acoustic, that would have happened in the RCA Dome. No. They had the when the Colts opened the season in like 2007 against the Saints after they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They had the kickoff concert. That shit wasn't happening in the RCA Dome.
Not a chance. I know. Yeah, I like.
Where do you stand on the Superdome? Where the Saints?
I was just gonna talk about how I like it. They haven't done shit to it, right? I mean, they updated, but it's like still the same structure, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like it went through hell with Selena back in the day, but I mean, yeah, it's like essentially kind of the same setup, I believe. But it's just a classic like round ass bowl.
Dude, the Super Bowl's there every fucking 3 years. I'm like, yeah, it is what it is, dude.
You know what it is for me? Is it's
The different colored panels on top.
That's cool. But the ring of lights on the helmets.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't happen at any other stadium. Only the Superdome has that ring of lights that you can see that's shining on those.
Dude, that's a sleeper pick right there. It's always like a big the game's like a big deal. It's like a big national championship in college.
Yes.
You can see the ring on the Georgia helmets or something.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, something sexy's going on. The TV's a little clearer, the picture, you're like, damn.
Oh, so good.
There's way too many people on the sidelines. You're like, this is a big game. In the national championship, there's like 80,000 people on the sidelines. I'm like, damn, dog. Asses.
Dude, not only is this weekend a Tops weekend, but I was looking ahead to December 15th, 16th, 17th. Okay.
Wow. You're crazy.
Bro, this is all time stuff right here, Clubhouse. Okay. This is which by the way, changed it. Actually, no, never mind. So Friday night, got something going down. Fun little shindig. Saturday, it's the first day of bowl season for college football. So you have like 12 bowl games of just like Central Michigan versus Georgia Southern in the Bahamas for some reason on Saturday. Mm-hmm. That's the Saturday where the NFL plays 3 games, like that week before Christmas.
Oh, I love that shit. Yeah.
And the Steelers are in town in Indy, and they're possibly one of those games on Saturday. I mean, Merry Christmas to Joy.
It doesn't get any better, dude.
Does not. Like I'm already in one of those modes where I'm like, I'm looking forward to it, but I can't. I want to live now because I don't want to get there and then it'll be gone and I'll be sad.
Don't waste it, bro. You got to take every second in. Probably starting now, actually. Yeah. This is when the holiday fucking clubhouse really hits right here.
Holiday clubhouse. Yeah. It's a gingerbread house during the holidays. It's not TG Clubhouse. It's TG Gingerbread House.
The gingerbread house.
Get on board and get with it, man. Did you ever do that for a date? I feel like that doesn't happen as much. No. Like we talked about, because it does happen where you go on a date and everybody goes to the pumpkin patch and picks out a pumpkin and paints it, carves it. I feel like it's not a very common thing, as common, I should say, for people to get a gingerbread house and fucking build one of those together.
Well, it's where we kind of grew up in Indy. It's just Christmas tree lighting. That's like that's like the pumpkin patch of the holidays. You know what I mean? But like maybe somewhere else, gingerbread is a big deal. Dude, maybe we could make it a thing. Maybe that's a new tradition for the clubhouse. Send in your dopest gingerbread house.
I've never wanted. The only thing I want to do, now that we're talking about it, is make a gingerbread house of like Heinz Field.
I was just thinking about that. Yeah, make your gingerbread house, but make it a football stadium.
That is all I want to do. I want a how-to. I want you give me the pieces, and I want to build it, and I want to put it up in my house and just imagine it. And then, like, if someone tries to touch it, I get shitty.
Bro, you might try. You should do that. No one's ever made a football stadium out of gingerbread before. That's a viral picture on Twitter. I'm like, Three Rivers Stadium, but make it gingerbread.
The only thing is that mine will be so fucky and just terrible.
Yeah, but still, it might be even better. Just the Seahawks Stadium with that, like those ridges that go. Oh my God. That's how I learned the stadiums. Like what they looked like was just NFL Blitz. You get to pick like which stadium you want to play in. I'd be like, whoa, the Seahawks goes hard as fuck.
Yeah.
It's a really good looking stadium, and it's outside. Oh,
it's like outside but inside.
Oh yeah,
because the angle of the end zones, those things that go straight up that are almost like a triangle.
Yes, I love
that. The roof covers like half of it, but then that middle row is just open.
Yeah, I like that. I like stadiums that don't have an option. It's like, yeah, we're outside. It's like the roof's open today. It's like, all right, okay. You know,
That pisses,
I kind of like play it as it is. You know,
that pisses my mom off so badly.
what?
If like she gets more pissed off about that with like Colts fans than anything. Like she takes so much pride that the Steelers just play outdoors every week, no matter if it's minus 10 degrees, snowing, sloppy rain.
Yeah.
You know, she makes fun of the Colts and gets so, and especially their fans, you know, because it's always like, well, we got to dress for the conditions this week because the stadium's open and, you know, the roof's open or whatever. She's always just, yeah, try dressing for it every week.
There is. There is something hard about just being like, yeah, we're playing outside, dog. Sorry.
Like last Christmas Eve, it's like -8 wind chill, snowing. Steelers Raiders. Fucking let's roll.
Who's not watching that, bro? Ooh, by the fire.
Oh,
I gotta say, I haven't been to a football game in a long time where it's like so cold. You're like, we might have to bring hand warmers and shit. I've never.
bro. It's yeah. I'm going. So I'm going to the Steelers Pats Thursday night game, December 7th in Pittsburgh. So that has a chance to be cold, but it's not going to be January. Like when I went out there a couple of years ago for Big Ben's last game,
Who'd that play?
the Browns, it was like January 3rd or 4th. Dude, like it was, I think it was like 15 degrees at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, were you like uncomfortably cold?
But that's the thing is like, it was cold, but in that environment, you know, everybody's out tailgating. There's people, there's heaters, there's people, you know, there's hot food. Like you're drinking, you're fucking bundled up, you're talking to everybody. You
Liquor
got
coat,
liquor coat, right? Like it, you know, it didn't think about it. It didn't really start to hit me until like the second quarter of the game or like halftime. Where there's kind of like a lull, you know, because the beginning it was like the intros and like it's fucking Monday Night Football, let's go. And all of a sudden at halftime you're like, I can't feel the lower half of my body, you know?
Yeah, that sucks. But yeah, you're right. You like see
you always leave
their
sick.
shirt off. Huh?
You always leave sick from one of those games.
Oh yeah, but you know, going in, you're like, fuck it, I'll be sick for a week for this.
Yep.
We could let it play. But like in the beginning of the game, you see a guy with his shirt off, and you're like, dude, if he's not cold, I'm not cold. Fuck it. You know?
And then later on, you're like, I wonder how that guy in section 534 is feeling. Yeah. I haven't seen him, and I'll never see him again, but like, is he still going with it, or does he have a coat on? You start to wonder that a little bit.
Yeah, you're like, he's got a Steelers starter jacket on right now, all bundled up in row 2. Steelers starter jacket might be on the Christmas list for you.
Already got one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got like 3.
Okay. Why have I not seen those?
You have. I wore them last year during Christmas time when we were in studio. TG. You'll see them this year again too.
Yo, but the Steelers block numbers. People are starting to talk about those coming back for good.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I thought that they would. I thought that they would, like with the end of the Big Ben era, I thought that they might take that as the time to like, okay, like that was 18 years, see a 7. Now we're going to like kind of like teams, they when one era ends, like a longtime coach or like a longtime quarterback, and they kind of like sometimes you'll see them, they're like, all right, well, with that, we're going to do like a new uniform too.
Yeah.
And so I thought maybe that they might just be like, okay, we're going to switch back to the blocks for good. Because that pissed a lot of people off in Pittsburgh. It still kind of does to certain people.
The numbers?
Italics, yeah.
God, there's something about them, though. I liked him because that's like when I first started watching the Steelers, it was like Cordell Stewart. He looked like fast.
Slash.
Like, that's just lit. Like nobody has that font.
Yeah.
So that's why I started liking him.
I hear it.
I get it. I get it with the block numbers, man. Sometimes that shit just looks good.
What I want more is for them to go back to the yellow end zones.
Oh, yeah. What are they doing, man? God, I wish I could just like who makes that decision?
I literally
teams. There's so many teams. I'm like, come on.
We were out there for my show, and the day before my show, the Steelers hooked us up and we went through like their Hall of Honor museum that's at the stadium. And so we were going around that, and like there's a few of our tour guides that like work for the team, obviously. And so I literally I put them on the spot. I was like, what do we got to do to go back to the yellow end zones? Like, Is it Mr. Rooney's call? Is it like whose call is it? You know, like why is that not a thing? Everybody wants it. Why is that not a thing? And they kind of just laugh. They're like, yeah, well, it's above my pay grade. You know, I'm like, okay, well, but why?
Let me talk to the grass guy. Let me talk to the fucking. Let's go, man. This is
because they did it. They did it for the last 2 weeks of the season last year, and it was unbelievable. Everybody loved it. It was great. I don't know. Now it's just a Steelers pod, but anyways.
I mean, that can go for every team too. Like, let's go, man. The end zones should never be the same, like grass color.
Grass color. Yeah.
What are you doing? The end zone's a party.
Yeah.
Like, the grossest thing ever is the Atlanta Falcons end zone. It has like so many words, and it's like green grass. I'm like, guys.
I was thinking about that too.
Oh, every time I see it, I'm like, who the fuck? I don't even want to run in there. I don't even want to score.
Maybe that's why they haven't been. Oh, God.
Got stopped on the one. End zones are too ugly.
The Dolphins old school checkered one.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is a big thing, man. If you can have
like checkers or like diamonds, weirdly.
Notre Dame has those lines. I'm like, I get it's their thing. You can't hate on it.
Yeah, they stay true to that pretty hardcore.
I mean, it is so boring, but like, yeah, I get it. The diamonds are cool. I like how Tennessee has the checkers. That's cool as shit to me, actually. Are there any other NFL teams that have that? I don't think there are.
No. Oh, I love how LSU does the like one end zone's purple, one end zone's gold.
When they did that, I was like, this is what every team should do. Like every team ever should have their like real colors in both end zones. Bill, red and blue.
Ooh.
Easy.
That'd be nice.
LSU revolutionized the football field, bro. With a tiger eye in the middle of the field. First time I saw that, I was like, dude, this is like actually art.
Yeah. No, it's insane. It really is. I think the Bills are another one that has just the green end zones, if I'm not mistaken.
What are we doing?
With like the blue font Bills across it.
The fuck, man? Make it cool.
Maybe we need to get OJ on that. Have OJ do a Twitter video. Hey, X World, it's me.
I hate it.
He doesn't say Twitter World anymore. He literally calls it X.
Are you?
Hey, X World, it's me.
He's still doing those videos?
Oh yeah. I just sitting here wondering why my Buffalo Bills don't have a blue end zone.
I'd retweet that. The only thing I'd ever retweet. End zone colors. Dude, I don't know if people think about it like we do, but that's all I'm here for. Is the end zone colors.
It's this entire episode, just end zone colors.
I mean, somebody needs to say it. I'm sorry. And it's going to be us. Shit that doesn't matter, but matters way too much. That's this podcast.
Yeah.
Come on.
I would agree. And that is the beauty of it. Oh, hey, remember last week how I was talking about how guess I'm just sick forever?
Yeah, me too.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now yeah, I thought that was bad. How about having a 1-year-old that's just sick? So that's
Oh, you guys are both sick?
No, I'm good, but apparently he got it from me or something. But man, poor guy. I feel so. I mean, when you have like a 1-year-old, what do they do? You can't do anything. They can't tell you what hurts. Like they're just like snotty and coughing and tired. You can't sleep.
You're right. Dude. Is this my fault? What did I do? I'm sorry.
The guilt. I felt we already took him to the doctor and shit. I'm like, God dang, everybody's sick. Now the mom's gonna be sick.
Yeah,
damn, Tom's sick.
What do you give them like some? What do you give them?
Yeah, we have like infant Tylenol. It's like a syringe, bro, and you just, luckily Frank likes it, so he thinks it's like a snack, and so you just slide that puppy in and he downs it, but Yeah, and it's just I was thinking about. I was like, geez, last week I'm like, guess I'm just sick forever, and then now this week, you want to one up that? Yeah, how about the 14-month-old being sick?
Got to give him some emergency, bro. Just fucking shake it up in a Propel bottle and give it to him. That's my dad. Anytime I'm sick, he gives me 92 boxes of emergency. Like that's like his only thing. He's like, all right, make sure you take your emergency. I'm like, dude.
My mom was always take a hot shower and drink some orange juice.
Oh yeah. Parents are all in on the orange juice, huh? Like it's going to cure your fucking sickness.
Hey, it's been ingrained to me so much that like if I'm feeling like shit, I'm like, man, I just need an ice cold thing of orange juice. Give me some OJ.
Give me some Tropicana real quick.
Seriously, bro. I could be puking like the girl from The Exorcist. Like my head's spinning, and my mom would like it'd be like a Tuesday morning in January, and I'd go in her room, and she would just like lift her head up and just be like, "Okay, we'll just take a hot shower and have some orange juice." I'm like, Mom, I'm so hot from my fever right now. I am on my deathbed, like I'm about to pass out from heat exhaustion and sweating. Just take a warm shower, you sweat it out, and have some orange juice.
You're bleeding from your mouth. She's like, yeah, just.
Hey, it worked the magic because I'm 30 years old now, and I'm like, oh, I bet after I do that, I'll feel at least a little better.
You're right. Just something about vitamin C, dude. And a good glass of orange juice, no pulp. Come to daddy.
Although when we were in LA, we went to this really good little breakfast shop in Pasadena that was right down the road, and they had fresh orange juice, and we're talking fresh. It's like they literally squeezed an orange, right? So there's some pulp action.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
I was in Pulp Fact because it was happening, baby. Like the 2023 remake of Pulp Fiction.
Shut up. God.
No, I know. But it was so good. I mean, it was like, I was like, wow. I literally said to Rise, like, I'm not a pulpy guy typically.
No.
But when it's fresh like this, I'll take it.
Yeah. It's a different kind of pulp when you see it come from the orange. If you're just buying like orange juice in a like carton and it says pulp on it, you're like, I don't know what kind of pulp that is. But if I see it, I'll take it, dude. I'm a pulp guy if I can.
Where'd you get this pulp?
Right. Yeah. I don't know where this pulp's coming from.
What is it? Like, is it, this could be like little things of rice. Just
and
like,
then and then some of the orange juice says extra pulp. I'm like, where'd it come from?
Yeah.
Extra. Why doesn't it some pulp, a lot of pulp, no pulp? I'm like, what?
Ask the extra. No.
Yeah, you gotta be crazy. You gotta be number 60 on a fucking basket. Extra pulp, please. Ew.
Let's see what the clubhouse is saying, huh?
Jeez, man, I need some clubhouse in my life.
All right. teamtheseguys@gmail.com. We love ya. This is from David last week. He says BJ's Bar and Bakery. That's what our restaurant, our bar should be called.
That just made me so hungry.
Ben and Joey's Bar and Bakery. Because I wanted the booze and you wanted the donuts.
Yeah.
One of the burgers, could hit on all fronts.
I gotta tell you something about donuts. Right. If we got a sec.
Yeah, what's up?
I had to film it. This is gonna blow your fucking mind. I had to film a video. I was gonna bring this up when you were talking about Dunkin', but I just forgot. And it was just a video of me handing out Dunkin' Donuts to people, like on that street corner in Broad Ripple. Like pretty much like a fantasy video. They're just like, yo, we're going to send 20 dozen boxes of donuts wrapped like presents, and you just go on the street and hand them out. And I was like, really? Like there's nothing else? And they're like, yeah. Bro, people were going insane. Nobody's turning down a donut. So I'm just on the street corner, just, yo, you want a present? Boom. Assortment. Boom, assortment, dude. It was like a dream come true. I wish he could have been there. But I had to say it. Craziest video ever.
From Duncan?
Yeah.
Has the video come out yet?
No, not yet. We just shot it last weekend, and editing it right now, but amazing.
Did you get a chance to throw them at anybody?
Oh no, dude! I was thinking about it. Somebody rolled down their car window. I was like, "Ooh, the way I just tied on Rich Gannon one in there real quick." All right, go ahead. I had to bring it up. I'm sorry.
No, that's awesome. God dang,
Craziest night of my life.
Hell yeah, and the assortment too. Was a box? Did it look like a present?
Yes. Dude, they hooked. Everything was perfect. It was kind of like a dream. I was like, this is way too good to be true.
Slap my ass.
Slap my ass, dunk.
All right, from Jake. This is subject just says Tiki Barber.
Oh, that's the best subject ever.
I'm in law school and I met this guy who insists on calling people by their initials. Hence the greeting. Oh, he called us JM and BP. Nice. Not sure how to feel about it, but it feels like the same guy that will get married to Miss Emphasis. My dad. My father-in-law will take it to his grave that he invented chicken nuggets while working at Burger King in the 80s. Just like I guarantee that debate comes up at least every other holiday with a father-in-law. Like he'll come up with a story and then somebody will call, and then you're comfortable enough with him finally to be like, Tim, you didn't do that. They've been around. Yeah.
A father-in-law. Yeah, checking a father-in-law is crazy.
You got to really be in. You got to really feel comfortable.
Couple drinks.
Ring on the finger.
Letting it fly.
You can't be a boyfriend letting it fly at the father, at the dad.
It's got to be like 2 years in. You and that dad had to have a moment at some point where it's like, all right, we're boys now.
Yes. Couple car rides, maybe a bonfire where he takes you out back and you smoke a cigar together.
Way too long too. You're talking to him for like hours. And even your girl's like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? And you're like, hey, this is boys. Get out of here.
Right. That's you can throw the jabs at the father.
Yeah, like we're homies now, bro.
I don't know what to name Joey's bar, but you definitely should purposely beat the door with a hammer so that it's all dinged up and make sure it squeaks super loud when you open it. And for some reason, it has a regular house doorknob.
Oh, yeah.
Slap my ass in the bathroom with the Denver Broncos NF airline plane so we can join the Mile High Club.
That's really good. How did we not think of that? Mile High Club.
For NF Airlines for Denver, let's go. I mean, jeez.
Hey, seat number 12 in the plane is just for the Seahawks fans.
Hey, no. And then on the Seahawks plane of NF Airlines, that's like you can't sit there. Like at 12, it's like designated for all of us. It's just like that symbolizes all the 12.
Oh, that's insane. We got to keep going on this, dude.
Okay. Sorry.
Subject Tiki Barber is crazy, man. Remember Tiki Barber just fumbling he fumbled so much he had to change his whole running style. And
literally,
right?
He looked like he was like doing like walk like an Egyptian, but the other way. Towards the end of his career, that's how he like held the ball. Was so upwards, but it worked. Yeah, because he fumbled so much. All right. This is from Jacob. Subject, whoa, slap my ass while reading out of office email because no one really gives a fuck, Suzanne. Yeah. Oh, it's not. Oh, his subject line is out of office because it was capital O, lowercase o, capital O. And so I was
still kind of both. Whoa.
It could work on both levels. Yeah. God, out of office emails, bro. My old boss used to get on my ass so much if I didn't like have one up of those. If I was like going for a coffee meeting and I didn't have a fucking out of office email that I'm going to be back in 15 minutes, it was like, hey, you need to do that. I was like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, like, okay, I can get back to it at the end of the day. Like, they are so annoying. When you get one in return on your end, you're like, oh my God, they're not going to be back for 2 weeks? The fuck do I do?
Because you also have that initial excitement of like, oh damn, quick response. Oh, it's just an automated bullshit that I'm never going to talk to them again.
You're like, well, I'm never getting this shit done. They're gone. Forget it.
This is from Foman. Subject: Hashim Thabit.
Oh man. Oh, the way he used to dominate on college basketball. Oh, I would be UConn every time. I'm like, this guy's 7 feet tall.
The Huskies, man, they're always the favorite because of Thabit.
His last name.
He says, "Sub boys, OG Express listener here. Nice.
Great.
Can't talk incredible 2000s athletes' names without bringing up Hashim Thabit or Bismack Biyombo.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
My question is, what's your go-to burner on the stove? I'm a front left kind of guy, but could be talked into back right for like pasta sauce or soup. Snip my Achilles, toss me into the Ohio River, and send a team of professional divers down to slap my ass.
Snip my Achilles. End it all.
No painful. Most painful thing.
I might rather just take me out back if my Achilles is snipped like that, man. People with Achilles injuries, I'm like, I really feel for you.
Hey, how about, before we get into this, how about how your Achilles is named that because of that Greek warrior whose literal name was Achilles, who was unbeatable and couldn't be hurt or defeated unless he got hit in the Achilles, and therefore they call it the Achilles heel.
Oh, yeah? Is that facts?
Fact. Someone's name like 8,000 years ago was Achilles. And now it's just like ruining quarterbacks' careers.
Yeah, dude. Aaron Rodgers took him out.
Went down to the Achilles.
Does that go for any other body part?
I don't know. Can't believe you didn't know that.
I mean, I knew that.
You can.
I thought about it in a minute.
Go to burner. See, I'm a front right guy.
I'm front left all day.
Really?
I'll wear that thing out.
I wonder if that has something to do with like your brain. Like, you know, like your
It's
left
just closest. It's right there. It's right there in front of me. And it's the bigger one. So it covers the whole surface of the pan. I think my front right might be the smaller one. So I'm like, what am I doing? Warming up some fucking salsa or something?
Maybe I am front left.
But he's right. Like, you go diagonal. If you're warming up two things, like you got the pasta front left, you got the sauce back right. Like, hey, let's take it easy.
Sure.
Both in the front row is a little too competitive.
I think it also depends on what direction you're typically turning from getting your dish. So if you're grabbing a pot or a pan or whatever from like, if the stove is in the middle and then it's to the right to where that's where you keep your pots and pans. It's like maybe then you're kind of inclined to be the closer one.
Oh, yeah.
But if the pots and pans are like up top or something, then you're just grabbing, pulling down, and going. That makes sense.
I've got a trash can by my front left, so I'm always like breaking eggs and stuff. So I'm close to the trash can. That might be it for me.
Yeah, it's a proximity thing. That makes sense. From Brendan, bar name. Hey guys, huge fan of the show from the start. First time emailer to the clubhouse. Welcome. I think I might have the most obvious name for your bar. Burpees.
Ooh.
It's where all the burpy boys and girls can go watch the Steelers on a 26-inch antenna tube TV like how football was meant to be watched.
It really is.
All right. Hey, you going down to Burpees? Yeah, we're going to have some brews at Burpees.
Burpees. Burpees. Some people think it's a gym and they walk in, they're like, what the fuck?
Maybe he put that in there too, yeah. Or maybe the head bartender guy on the shift for that night, like, you know, somebody walks in, stuff like, welcome to Moe's or welcome to CC's. So, you know, burpee boy. Oh, whoa.
Oh, right when they walk in. Oh, whoa. Yep.
That's not bad. All right, question. What is your perfect idea of an NFL Sunday? My ideal setup is the Steelers play at 3:25 so I can watch Red Zone during the noon games or do pumpkin patch errands with a lady while the buffalo chicken dip cooks, and then I can lock in for the afternoon game. Then you also get that perfect and sometimes unsettling moment around 4 where you notice it's already dark at the East Coast game where you're watching, but you still have a little bit of light where you live. Keep up the great content, Holiday Horrors, and come to a show in Dallas so I can sit in the front row in my Color Rush Juju Smith-Schuster jersey. Slap my ass, set me on a tee, and rip a liner to the left center field gap for a triple. Fuck yeah, dude.
Love this guy.
Full email from a Brendan, first timer. Amazing. Really brought it. My ideal NFL Sunday. I love the 1 o'clock kick or the primetime kick.
I like early.
The only time that I like a 4:25 is when it's like Christmas break. And I'm like, oh, I don't got to go to work or school tomorrow, so it doesn't really matter.
4:30 games are like depressing, honestly.
Yeah, because everything else around it. It's always the Cardinals and the fucking Giants playing.
Ew, dude. Ew.
And the Broncos and the Seahawks, you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, dude.
You gotta like eat dinner during it. You're like, God. But then the primetime game is kind of a little bit of a pick-me-up. It's like a party. You're like, ooh, it's late. Exactly. I feel like this shouldn't be on right now. It feels dangerous.
You still got, no matter what, I don't care. You still got that little bit of like, my team's on primetime. Like,
oh, it's
all right, Sunday night. Where are you? It's fucking here. That's where it is.
Big deal. Like last night, I was watching Monday Night Football, and I was like, "This game's on at 9 o'clock." I was like, "This is kind of like sexy, almost."
Yep.
Like I feel like it's late.
Yeah, I tend to go early because I like to just like get up, watch all the pregame, maybe have breakfast, watch all the pregame shows, get some lunch ready to go, some snacks. So that 1 o'clock, and then like the 1 o'clock, you have the Steelers on the main screen, the big one, and then on the second screen we have usually the Colts because I like to keep up with my homies and like be able to know what they're talking about. And then the third screen, much to the chagrin of my mom, you have Red Zone. She hates Red Zone, just too much to keep up with. So mom. And then afterwards, then you're like, all right, if the Steelers win, fantastic. We're all hanging. Everybody's in a good mood. Like we're placing more bets. We're having more food. But if they lose, then it's like we're gonna get more. We're gonna get even more food because we gotta have depression food.
Yeah. So it's a win-win.
Yeah. Exactly.
Win-win.
So I'm typically that.
1 o'clock games are. That's where it's at, dude. I'll never forget when you brought up. There's a small group of people who know about this, but that Edge NFL countdown at 7 a.m. on a Sunday with Jaws and what's the other guy?
Merrill Hodge.
Merrill Hodge, dude. He's a real one. That dude was spitting facts. Is he still on TV?
No, not really. He has a role like working for the Steelers. But it's not like
nice.
It's not like I don't know exactly what it is. He's kind of just like ambassador, like he has one of those kind of like alumni jobs, you know. But him and Big Ben, they were doing on Big Ben's YouTube channel, they were doing a like a live watch along for the Packers Steelers last week. Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. I love Merrill Hodge.
Yeah, Merrill Hodge is the man.
But that show was on so early. That's my ideal Sunday. I want to wake up early enough to watch that. Then just bullshit around. Actually, my ideal Sunday setup for football is what I did when I was 9 years old. Wake up, watch NFL Countdown, go to church, get donuts, and then just fucking watch Fox NFL Sunday until that 1 p.m. kickoff.
Yep.
Then after that, it's like, I guess I'm just going to be depressed until Sunday Night Football comes on.
Maybe give me some Papa John's.
Oh,
you know? Papa John's on a Sunday.
Stuffed crust from Papa John's.
All right, it's from Watson. Last one. He says the subject is Mike Allstott. Benny tweeted a pic of him and it got me thinking, what's more terrifying than number 40 with the neck roll running downhill at you? Can we make a haunted house, but instead of clowns, have Derrick Henry run at you? You run around a corner and Coach Cowher is just screaming at you? I'd shit my pants and still want to keep going. P.S. Happy Thanksgiving and holiday host season. Slap my turkey ass and call me Joe Jaravicious.
Oh, my God. Joe Jaravicious. Dude, that's a top 5 name.
On that Tampa Bay Super Bowl winning team.
Yeah. And you know that one song that's like Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Yeah, I think I've been this one. I used to say Jared Vicious, Jared Vicious. I think I've been this one.
Did you get that from Chris Berman or something? It sounds like something.
I just that was peak me was Jared Vicious popping off and that Christmas song, and I used to just mix them.
Yeah, the old Joe Jaravicious walked so Jordy Nelson could run.
Joe Jaravicious was so sick. Oh my god!
Not that one for the clubhouse.
Wait, he was Giants, right? And then Jaravicious might have been Giants and then Bucks, or was he always Bucks?
That's
I feel like he got traded, and I was like, "Ooh, that's the end of him." And then
that's a good question. I'm going to look him up right now. Oh, no, that's right. He was on the Seahawks team that my Steelers played in the Super Bowl.
Joe Jaravicious, household NFL name.
Listen to this fucking dude. Should this guy be our dad? Holy shit. Joe Jaravicious, born in Cleveland, Ohio on December 23rd, 1974, went to Penn State.
Marry me.
You're right. Played for the Giants, the Bucks, the Seahawks, and the Browns.
Yeah, I thought he was going to fall off and when he got traded to the Bucks, but then he had that catch in the Super Bowl, and I was like, gotta have more faith in my dad.
That's all I think. Yeah, dude, that's Super Bowl, Joe Jaravicious. Let's see what he did that year. 15 games. He didn't do wait. All right, so he had a pretty solid 2002. 4 touchdowns. What was that? Super Bowl. Hold on, I got to see this guy's stat line because I know he went on.
Take your time. This is heaven.
Yeah, that was Super Bowl 37. The Bucks won over the Raiders. Played in San Diego.
That was a depressing Super Bowl for me.
Why is that?
Because I wanted the Raiders to win like so bad. Like I was like a kind of a Raiders fan that year. And they got just asses beat, dude. And I was like, oh, I am wrong. I am wrong.
Yeah, dude, the Bucks just housed them.
Had the Charles Woodson jersey on, just ready for a team I like to win the Super Bowl. Nope. Not at all. That's never really happened, except for when the Steelers won a couple times. But I'm always rooting for the team that takes a huge L in the Super Bowl. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, that's what it was. Joe Jaravicious targeted 4 times, 4 catches for 78 yards. He was the Bucks' leading receiver. He had a long of 33 yards, 33-yard reception in the Super Bowl.
Joe Jaravicious, 87, nice arms, good face mask, sick last name.
You're your dad.
That's dad.
All right. TG60. Another good one. Another Zoom one. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us, with both of us being on the road. And sometimes it's just what you got to do. But we're going to be some holiday hoes here coming up. We got obviously a big one with Thanksgiving week next week and heading into Christmas. And Benny Boy will be back in town, and I'm in town for the rest of the year. Thank God. So we'll be throwing it down OG TG Clubhouse style.
This is peak these guys right now.
Yep.
We're bringing it every week. You already know. Holiday horrors in session. So thank you, and tell your friends about the Clubhouse. Join. It's a lot of fun. And remember to leave a comment. Ooh, do we have a YouTube comment right now? We'll think of it, I guess. We'll think of it. I think the last one was end zones. Oh, what basketball or football, what team's court or field pisses you off the most? Maybe. And how would you change it? Not bad. We can work with that.
Okay. Yep. That works.
Yeah. Tell your friends to join the Clubhouse. Give us a rating on Apple Pods, Spotify. Leave a comment on YouTube. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Team these guys at gmail.com. Love hearing from you in the Clubhouse. All right. TG. See you.
These guys.